Hey, Eloise Ansell here. I'm an intuitive healer based in the UK. If you're new here, hello. Welcome back, if not. So, last week was quite an emotional video. Don't worry, no tears this week, I hope. If you haven't watched last week's video, I had people unsubscribe over that video. So, maybe I was hitting a nerve. I don't know. But for me, one of the things I was talking about last week was, you know, going for what you want and, you know, going for what you want in life. And I want to talk about that a little bit more today. Hey, so I want to tell you a story because back in 2014, so like 10 years ago, I was I'd sold my house and I was like living in a little town in the UK, and I just randomly picked because I didn't know where I wanted to live. And I had a very strange year. Like, I didn't really make any money. I ran around a lot. I went and taught around Europe and I did loads of stuff and, I was working really hard. But when I did my tax return at the end of the year, I went, I really worked a lot for nothing. It's just like a really weird year. Um, I was living in a very quiet town, didn't really do it for me, so I moved soon after. But while I was there, I had a lot of time to think and contemplate in between all my trips. And I came up with the idea of doing some free group sessions. And I remember I was in my kitchen one day on the phone to one of my colleagues, having already spoken to a couple of others, and they were all like, "Oh, I really don't think you should be doing this." And I was like, "Oh, oh, if someone tells me not to do something, I don't know about you. I'm wired the way that makes me go, well, I'm definitely doing it now." So, having already done a couple of group sessions for like Valentine's Day and things like that in the past, I'd come up with the idea of doing a free group session every month for a year, just to, get into the habit and the practice of doing group sessions. I thought it'd be a good thing to play with and explore because no one was doing it back then, in my kind of modalities that I was working in. And I thought it seemed very natural to me to do it. So I did it. And I had, I think, over 300 people join in at some point over the year. There were lots of people on the calls. And I got to the end of the calls and I was like, right, okay, I want to carry on doing this, but you're all going to have to contribute. And out of the 350 people, I think 12 said yes. And I was like, I expected more. Do you know? It's just like a really weird thing. I went, but you've all had these amazing, like, ahas and healings and things for free, but you don't want to carry on and pay for it. I wasn't charging very much at this point, and it was a real eye opener. I was like, wow, people, there's a certain like difference between when people are getting something for free and when they have to pay for it. And I really was not asking very much. I think it was about the same for the whole year of sessions as I was charging for like one session at the time, or like a little bit more. So I thought it was a bargain, but obviously they didn't see the value. And now I look back at it and I'm like, I don't think I ever explained them. So yeah, explain things to people does tend to help. I meet a lot of people who know me as a friend, and they're like, I still don't know what you do. They're like, you posted that thing the other day. I don't understand what it is. Just like, I'm like, okay. They probably didn't watch the video or take time to look at it. They just saw the headline and went, eh. So yeah, there's something I need to get better at, I guess. But um, the moral of the story is that those group sessions that I did, that year contributed so much to so many people, and that's why I did it. It was really fun. I learned a lot, they gained a lot. It was a win-win. And those people that said yes to paying for sessions then went on a journey with me for a year. And I carried on doing it as an annual thing. I'm like, who wants to sign up this year? Who wants to sign up this year? And some people signed up every year. And then during 2020, my plan was to change it to a membership model. And I said to everybody that had been signing up for year after year after year, and they were like, I don't want to do it as a membership. And I'm like, well, it's exactly the same as you're doing now. I just don't need to chase you for the money every March. It's just because it'll be automated, you know. You can unsubscribe at any time. It was really funny, and I was like, oh. And again, it's this energy of when people don't understand and they don't see the vision of what you're doing, and you don't explain things to them. There's there's a there's a block there. Like, we all want to stay safe, so we all want to um kind of play in the playground that we already understand and we know and we trust. Doing something different can feel pretty scary, but when my intuition tells me to do something, I go and do it. I really ignore what everyone else says to me. And I'm like, there must be some reason. And so in 2020, I launched the Freedom Hub to do my group sessions. And the bonus of doing it as a ongoing membership was that I had a different energy to it. Instead of just doing the sessions for a year, and if you signed up for a year, you just got access to those sessions for the year. You had access if you joined up in like 2022 to all the sessions I'd done for a couple of years, and all the training I'd added in, and all the extras and the bonuses, and it's very fun. So we're nearly celebrating moving into, hang on, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, moving into the fifth year of the Freedom Hub. How? How is it that time already? So on March the 20th, around the solstice, I always have a get together with everybody in the Freedom Hub, and we celebrate moving into a new year and celebrate the solstice as well with some energy healing. And in fact, every month we get together online and do this. But the March one kind of is the celebration of what we've achieved over the last year and tipping into celebrating the hub as an entity, as well as the shift in the seasons and the warmth is coming up here in the northern hemisphere. So we celebrate that too. And it's always a really special, special moment for me. And I hope for all of them. So it's coming around again. And I was like, when did I last open the Freedom Hub? I keep talking about opening it because it's not open all the time. But I was like, I haven't opened it for ages. And I looked at my sales page and it said May 2023. And I'm like, really? Have I not opened it since May? I might have opened it for like a day or two last summer. But I think I only opened it a couple of times last year. So we're gonna open it. So if you want to join my Freedom Hub, and I'll talk more about what it is in a minute, it's going to be opening on the 5th of March till the 11th of March. So we've got a little window, just it's about a week, when you can sign up. And I'm giving you a month free. So if you want to test it out for a month before you start paying, come and hang out with us. Come celebrate on the 20th of March. Come on to Zoom and join everyone else and say hi. And then if you don't like it, you can leave. I don't mind. But it's a great time to join because A, I'm actually opening it. B, we've got the celebration. And C, if you're a member still during the kind of May, June time of year, I always do a free series for the members in the hub. Other people get to pay for it if they want to join in. I do offer it out to others, but it's a free series just for the hub members. So it's worth about 120 quid. And you get that included. But you also get freebies off me, and you get discounts on most of the stuff I do. If I can discount it, I discount it for my hub members. So you save a lot of money if you're doing a lot of things with me being in the hub. I sound worked out the other day. I'm like, some of the members probably say get their membership back in savings over the year, which is kind of quite fun. It's a bargain. So inside the hub, we are up to, I think it's 96 sessions. So we're creeping towards that 100 mark. And basically twice a month, or like in January I did 3, but twice a month we do a group session. So I sit and tune in to the Freedom Hub and everybody that's going to listen to that session and see what would contribute. And these sessions pack a punch. Like I do a lot of group sessions in my series and things, and they're great and they have a very specific energy. But the sessions I do inside the hub really do have a different energy. You're signing up with a different ask. Yeah, it's really interesting to see how much we pack into those sessions and how deep they go. And the funny thing is, everybody who joins at some point will message me and go, "Are you doing these sessions just for me?" Because they're exactly what I needed. It's really funny. I'm like, no, there are other people inside the hub. Uh, but it's always just what you need. And if you don't need the latest session and something else is wobbling in your life, there will be one of the sessions that will contribute. So it really is a awesome resource of just the sessions. And knowing, like, basically once a fortnight, you're going to get a session dropping into your email and say, hey, the session's live, go and grab it when you've got time. It's really great. You're shifting a lot, regardless of what modalities you receive, regardless of whether you have sessions with me or not. These really contribute, and they don't conflict with anything else you're having. So you're free and happy to receive these sessions. They'll help other things integrate. They will really do a lot for you. So the sessions are there. And the awesome thing, and this is why I love group sessions, is because we're all humans. We're all the same. And tuning in to what you need is quite often what everyone else needs as well. So there's all these kind of different layers and versions of the same thing that we're shifting. And the way I run them is it will shift the way you need it for your unique circumstances. So it's malleable to exactly what you need, even though we're doing something that's for everybody. So I always use an example. Let's say we pick something like a time when you felt really scared, or the first time you felt really scared in this lifetime. Now, that's going to be a different moment for every single one of us, but we've all had that key moment. So it doesn't matter when it was, we can clear the energy of that, and everything that's attached to it falls away, and that just clears fear in a different way from our system. Does that make sense? So we can go to an event that we've all collectively had, but just at different times, and it will run for each person that signs up at the time that they need it in their life. It's very cool. But because we've got more observers, we can actually get to stuff that we can't in one-on-one sessions. So if you join the Freedom Hub and you're having these 2 sessions, or you could listen to one every week if you wanted, from start at the beginning if you want, but you really don't have to. Don't feel overwhelmed by the number of sessions. I always go to scan through them and see which one catches your eye. But having this resource and having regular sessions on top of whatever you're doing, you are going to clear a lot of stuff, technical term. And over time, that's going to free you up in so many ways. Now, even just being in the energy of the hub and signing up you're already committing to asking for something different, to asking for change in your life. So things may just start to get easier. And listening to the sessions will really contribute that tenfold. Now, on top of that, we get together live every month on Zoom for a little meditation. Well, everyone meditates while I do some energy work, which is always interesting and enlightening. And we get some really great clearings. And about once a quarter, we have a facilitation coaching session. So I book another live session. At the moment, it's normally about every 3 months. And we get on and I'll do some one-on-one and we'll talk as a group and do some work that way. So I can actually facilitate you all one-on-one, or whoever shows up and brings something into the room. And whoever does, it always contributes to everybody. So whoever gets kind of picked for the hot seat, or whoever shows up, and we do a few sometimes, really can shift things. So it's beautiful work. Now, on top of that, I have all the core training. There are over 14 hours of content inside the core training, and we cover things like how to get better sleep, and I've got loads of resources, and there are videos and things that you can go and watch that will help you do all kinds of different ways of getting to sleep and how to be comfortable in bed and all kinds of things, because it's important, our sleep. So we've got that. We've got great techniques on how to do emotional release and let go of emotional clutter in the body. We've got just so many resources inside that, and there's a beautiful process that will take you through and help you decide where you need to start, what order you need to do everything in, and there's so much awesome content there. So it's a great resource. So if you're struggling with something, you can go to the core training and see what would contribute as well, or just ping me and I'll help you find it. So the core training is a massive part of the hub. So there's so much resources there. I could talk about it for hours. So yeah, so the Freedom Hub, if you want to come and join the group sessions, come join us. Try it for free for a month, see if you like it. That you can pay monthly, or you can pay up front for the year, and then you get 2 months free. And as I said, you get discounts on anything else you take with me over the year, or while you're a member. You get that free series in May and June if you're still a member then. It's really worth it. And then we've got the big celebration on the 20th, which I'm excited about. So can't wait for that. 3 weeks away, I think, as I record this. So calm down. Anyway, so if you want to shift and find ease in your life and in your body, come and join me for the Freedom Hub and let's see what we can shift together. Any questions, pop them below, drop me an email, and I would love to contribute and support you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.